Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Hello LumioseStation, ElmasTheShowoff here, bringing you guys the first installment of Showdown Showoff with Elmas. And I want to take a quick minute or two to kind of describe what this series is and to kind of explain some things about myself. So first off, I am not a new conductor on this channel. I've actually been on this channel for a while now. Some of you may know me as 6 Foot Hacks, K Leo. If you're wondering why I'm under a new channel, then you can go on YouTube. Well, you're already there, but go to the YouTube search box, type in 6 Foot Hacks, and just watch the final video that I uploaded explaining why I decided to leave channels. Now, I've not uploaded here since I left, and that's been my fault because I've just been really busy with life, and Nappy thankfully is understanding of that. And we came to the decision that Showdown should be brought to the channel because there's enough Wi-Fi uploaders and there's enough LP uploaders. So I'm going to be the one guy who uploads Showdown because there are a lot of people who do enjoy Showdown that may not enjoy Wi-Fi, or there's people who enjoy Showdown and Wi-Fi. And basically in this series I will be doing 2 or 3 battles with the team that I will be using. And I will also, this is not set in stone, but what I kind of want to do is every episode ask you guys to leave comments down below letting me know which tier you would like me to do next. Now, for those of you who don't know, I guess you could say, experienced in this game. I've been playing this game since late 4th gen, so I know what I'm doing. I am quote-unquote competitive, although I still like to have fun. And what I mean by that is I do try my best to make good teams, but sometimes if I think the team is too standard or not to my liking, I would change it up a little bit and make it more fun. Although it won't be as good as it could be, it's still something that I think you guys watching would enjoy, and it's something that I would enjoy playing with. If you guys would like to see my ranking stuff, here we go. I am decently kind of mid-ladder. I'm not a very high ladder player, I guess you could say. The worst rating I have is probably in OU, and well, RU I suppose, but RU is something that I really haven't messed around with since the ban, so I'm probably going to play a little bit more in that tier. So any tier besides RU that you see here, I will gladly try out. And just, yeah, I definitely know myself around every tier except RU. So, if you guys do enjoy this series, after you finish watching this, feel free to come check out my channel. I also do upload Wi-Fi battles, not just strictly Showdown content, for those of you who like Showdown and Wi-Fi. And also, make sure to show off your support and leave a like on the very first episode of the season of this series, letting Nappy know and letting everybody else in LumioseStation know that you enjoy the series, because we are close to 100k subscribers, which is crazy. And just, yeah, if you do enjoy the series, and thank you. If you don't, then I apologize. There are many other series on the channel that I'm sure you will enjoy. And I believe that is all I have to say. I know it took a while, but let's take a look at the team that I will be using in this Showdown Live. It is going to be in the UU tier, and this is a very fun team that I kind of just made. My Salamence doesn't have a nickname. I'm gonna leave it nicknameless. But we have nice and powerful Choice Band and Entei, one Pokemon that I never really got to use and really have been wanting to try out. Next off, we have nice and standard Crocoon, which is a giant threat right now. Then we have Sub-Select Terrakion, which can really catch people off guard, set up a sub, or even get up a Swords Dance and just sweep late game. Next up, we have Dragon Dance Salamence. The reason why I'm running Jolly, even though I know it is minus Spadef, the only real reason I have Fire Blast is for Doublade and Fortress to an extent. Well, I guess Whimsicott too. But even if I was a naive nature, the damage output isn't that significant in my opinion, so I decided just to go with Jolly just because I don't want to have a lower Spadef or lower physical defense. And I decided to go with Moxie just because after +1, if I get a free kill, I'm a +2, and I'm even more of a bigger threat the following turn. So moving on, we have Specially Defensive Fortress, just kind of as a soft pivot to special attackers, plus it does play 2 very important roles. It is my Rapid Spinner and my Stealth Rocker. Then finally off we have good old Scarf Mancho, which is still very good in the current metagame. So yeah guys, that is the introduction to the team. It's been 5 minutes, I've rambled on enough, let's get this started. Also guys, feel free to leave suggestions in the comment section below on how I could possibly improve the series more to your liking. And we have our first opponent here, which is Volt Beatdown. I definitely know who this is. I've heard his name a couple times, and I think he does upload to YouTube if I'm not mistaken. But he does have a very scary team. Mega Aerodactyl will be a bit of an issue to my team just because it is extremely fast. If I can get rid of that Doublade, my Mancha will definitely put in a lot of work. Leads though, I'm not really too sure. I really have to get rid of this Vaporeon because it also stops my Suicune. I can set up on the Snorlax potentially with my Terrakion, so I'm gonna have to take the opportunity to do that. This Nidoqueen could be a problem. Something I've been wanting to do was kind of put Earthquake over either Stone Edge or Close Combat on Terrakion. If I had Earthquake, it would actually really come in handy here. I think my best lead is just gonna be my Mancha though, because I am Scarfed. I will be able to outspeed anything that he wants to lead off with, unless he has Scarf Superior or Scarfed Aerodactyl for some strange reason. So yeah, just gonna lead off with my Manchow. And I guess, I mean, Stone Edge definitely does come in handy, but I mean, getting rid of Close Combat would also hurt me because that's Terrakion's most reliant stab. I don't know. We'll see how things progress. So he ends up leading off with the Nidoqueen. I definitely think he's just gonna go for the Stealth Rocks right away. Nidoqueen is a bit of an issue to my team now that I look at it. I could go straight for a knockoff just to get off a good amount of prior damage on him and get rid of its leftovers, because that's a sheer force ability as it is, so knocking off Life Orb isn't going to be too detrimental to me. As I want to say he's going to Sludge Wave, so I think what I'm going to do is actually switch into my Fortress here. Yeah, from the looks of his team, I think Salamence is definitely my win condition. After a Dragon Dance or two, I should be able to just sweep through his team, although I do have to weaken that Doublade before I'm able to do that, because I believe Fire Blast does around 80 to 85% to Doublade if it's not specially defensive. So that's something that I'm going to have to try to wear down. But weakening Nidoqueen already is very good for me, because that's one less threat I have to worry about. So I'm just going to pause until he decides to make a move. Oh, never mind. So let's see. He did go for the Sludge Wave, which is good for me, as I want to switch right into my Salamence, I really do, but I feel that is not the best play for me to do right now. Getting up my Stealth Rocks could be very beneficial to me. Because even if I Rapid Spin, he can't just get up rocks next turn. I think I'm going to take this chance to get up my own rocks, as the Earth Powers doesn't do at all as much damage as I thought he would do. And I really... Okay, so he has Stealth Rock, Sludge Wave, and Earth Power. His final move may be Ice Beam. So I can either just Rapid Spin here, or I can go for a Gyro Ball first, because I want to get off prior damage, but at the same time I still want to prevent him from getting up rocks for free. The only problem is if he gets a high damage roll after I Gyro Ball, I won't be able to Rapid Spin the following turn. So I think my better play is to just go straight forward with the Rapid Spin. Yeah. So now there is no way he will be able to keep up rocks on the field, because I can just safely keep spamming Rapid Spin and still kind of wearing him down little by little. And actually I should be able to Gyro Ball here. Yeah, because I can Gyro Ball if I do live. Unfortunately, he did get two... Well, no. I don't know if those were high or low damage rolls, but he did do a good amount of damage to my team. Well, not to my team, sorry, to my fortress. Now the question is, do I want to bring in Salamence right away? I am Lumberry Mints, which is good actually. I want to say Anti-Sacred Fire knocks this out. I really do, because I am Adamant Max Attack, and even if he brings in the Vaporeon, I can weaken that as well. So let's see. Nidoqueen, you offensive. Offensive as well. Choice Band. Sacred Fire, yeah, Sacred Fire should definitely knock this out. And I have a 50% chance to burn that Vaporeon if he so chooses to bring it in. So I think Sacred Fire ultimately is my better play to do right here, because I forced to switch out. At the same time, I could double switch myself, but I don't think I'm in a situation where I can just safely do that. And if he does bring in Snorlax, I can also burn that. So yeah, definitely just going to go for the Sacred Fire. As he brings in the Vaporeon, that does a very good chunk of damage. And I definitely feel like he's going to go for the Wish here. So what I'm going to do is just go for another Sacred Fire, just to further weaken him. And again, there's a chance I could get a burn as he double switches out, as I'm going to be able to knock out the Nidoqueen. So he definitely did predict me to switch out, as I'm able to get rid of his Nidoqueen. That's very good for me, because now he cannot get up his Stealth Rocks. However, though, there is a chance he could have Defog on his Mega Aerodactyl, and he could get rid of my rocks, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. But the fact that he didn't Wish with his Vaporeon means that I could potentially 2-hit KO him now, because if he switches in and I hit him with a Sacred Fire and I get a burn, he'll be brought down to the range where a second Sacred Fire will be able to knock him out, as he does bring in the Mega Aerodactyl. I'm very positive that a Stone Edge will be able to knock me out, so I definitely do not want to stay in here. I could act, well no, because if I bring a Terrakion, that gives him a blatant free switch into Doublade, but then at that point I could double switch into my Entei, I suppose. Let's see. I'm gonna see how much damage. I know it's a little foolish to count this, but you never know. Oh god, no, I just died. I just died to a Stone Edge for sure. I really want to switch into Mienshao. I may make the safe switch into Suicune and then pull a double, is what I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, I'm gonna make the safe switch into my Suicune here, I think. And then pull a double switch, as he'll probably switch into Vaporeon. So unfortunately for me, he does turn out to have the Defog. Now, I'm so scared that he's gonna go straight for the offensive move. But I think this is a double I have to make, because otherwise I'm gonna be in a very bad scenario against his Vaporeon. So I'm gonna switch right into my Salamence here, expecting him to pull a safe switch into Vaporeon, and then maybe I can get up a Dragon Dance, and then just go from there, I think, and maybe try to break through his team with my Salamence. Yeah, that's a game plan right now. As he does switch into Vaporeon, I can now bring in my Salamence. However, though, is he carrying the Ice Beam? I'm just going to Dragon Dance either way, I think, is definitely my better play right here. As he brings in the Doublade, I am fine with this, as I do have the Fire Blast. Oh no, I forgot. I'm not Life Orb, I'm actually Lum. So this is not good, actually. Oh, crap. I think I may have run the damage calc incorrectly. No, okay, so I still do 61 to 72% if he's not running Spadev Bulky, although I am at +1. So Earthquake, does not do more damage, so I'm going to go straight for a Fire Blast. Because if I get rid of this, I think I should be able to just lock myself into Outrage and win the battle. So yeah, Fire Blast is an easy 2-hit KO, as he ends up going for the Iron Head. Does not do nearly enough to me, as I believe an Earthquake should be enough to knock him out here, correct? Well, no, because... Oh, why am I timid? No, sorry, my bad, my bad. Yeah, an Earthquake should be enough to finish him off. I'm making sure because I really don't want to Earthquake and then have him live and potentially just destroy my soul from there. So I think Salamence may be able to pull me out the victory here. As Earthquake knocks him out, I do get the Moxie Boost, and I'm a +1 speed and +2 attack. And I think that is good game. I definitely think I pulled out the victory here. Because at the amount of speed Vaporeon is at, it should get knocked out. I'm pretty sure +2 Outrage destroys Superior and Mega Aerodactyl as well. And I outspeed Mega Aerodactyl because of +1. Salamence is faster as it brings in the Snorlax. See, I want to set up another Dragon Dance. I really do. But at the same time, I mean, I have Lumberry, so I lose nothing if he does live and paralyzes me. That could be bad though, because I want to save my Lumberry for when I get confused against that Vaporeon if he tries to go for the Protect. Either way though, I think just Outrage is my better play. Snorlax gets no form of priority as it just dies, so I'm a +1 speed, +3 attack. And I do still have my Lumberry intact as well, and I believe that is game. Definitely believe that is game. Yeah, because if he protects to try to confuse me, I have Lumberry. As he does protect, so... Oh! Wait, what? I don't know why that happened. I have heard that protecting does cancel out Outrage, but I thought it still confused the Pokemon. I guess not? So yeah, I'm able to knock out Vaporeon, and Salamence is just putting in the work. It's because it's not nicknamed, guys. It's not nicknamed. That's why it's so powerful right now. Let me stop. As he brings in Superior, this does not matter. Even if I were to lose my Lumberry at this point, I win with Suicune against his Mega Aerodactyl. And then I do have Entei to take on Superior, so I'm able to knock that out as well. Superior is by far one of my favorite Pokemon, so the fact that I knocked that out kind of makes me upset. So yeah, guys, that was the first battle, and definitely pulled out a very decisive victory. I definitely thought this battle was going to be a little bit tougher, but as I mentioned, once I got rid of Doublade and I was able to set up a Dragon Dance with Salamence, it was pretty much game. So yeah, with that, guys, it's been 18 minutes. I know that was a bit of a lengthy battle, but we're going to try to get 2 more, hopefully, if not then 1 at least, so I can show off the team more. So with that being said, I will see you all in a split second. Alright, guys, so we got the next battle here, and this dude also has a Mega Aerodactyl. Apparently Mega Aerodactyl has become quite popular. You too, man. So yeah, maybe we can pull out 2 victories in a row. If I lose this one, as long as it is a good battle, I'm perfectly fine. Also, I want to go ahead and note this. English is not my first language, so if I stutter or say something's wrong, then that's why. It's just, I've been speaking English my whole life, but it's still not my primary language, so yeah. Anyways, Cresselia is extremely fat, so that's going to be annoying to take on. I can definitely see Terrakion putting in a lot of work against this team. My possible win condition is actually going to be my Suicune. Yeah. I definitely think Suicune is going to pull me out the victory here. Leads, though, definitely just going to lead off with Manchow because I really have no reason not to. There's a chance he'll lead off with his Aerodactyl, but he actually ends up leading off with his Entei. I suppose he is a Nick fan. Okay, hopefully this battle doesn't take forever. See, this is the one downside of Showdown. It's just that it can be very laggy at times. Anyways. The only problem that I have with high jump kicking is that if this is Subcom Mine Cresselia, that probably destroys my team. But at the same time, I feel like he's gonna switch. I mean, not switch. I feel like he's gonna stay in. So I'm gonna be aggressive and I'm gonna go straight for a high jump kick. Oh! No! Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was not expecting that to live at all. Oh, okay, okay. This is actually a bit of a tough situation now. Actually, no, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. Reason being is that I can either bring in my Terrakion, set up a sub. I could bring in Salamence to Dragon Dance. I could also bring in Suicune to set up a free Calm Mind to just go straight for a Scald. So the question is, what do I need more? I definitely see Salamence sweeping late game once I get rid of Cresselia, and I think the way that I'll be able to weaken Cresselia is by bringing in Terrakion, setting up a substitute as he switches out, setting up a Swords Dance, then hitting a +2 Stone Edge on Cresselia. That's what I feel like he's going to want to do. So I'm going to bring in Terrakion. And I'm going to set up a sub. The reason why I don't want to go straight for a Swords Dance is because Sacred Fire does have a 50% chance to burn. And I'm very positive that he's not going to be Scarfed Entei, because if he is, that'll be very scary. So he does bring in the Cresselia, so everything is kind of going according to plan. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Swords Dance here, just to be able to get off a huge hit with Stone Edge. So obviously, Psyshock will break my sub. As a +2 Stone Edge, we'll still be able to weaken this. That does nothing. This thing is too bulky. Too bulky. I'm gonna go for another one. I'm hoping I get a higher damage roll this time. Come on. Oh, he switches out into Entei. So I'm able to knock that out. See, I wanted the sub. Something was telling me to go for a sub there. If I would have substituted that turn, that would have actually been very great for me, because I don't think that he would have been able to knock me. Actually, again, the fact that it weakened Cresselia is very good for me. I'm very happy about that. The only problem is that this Hydreigon is a bit of an issue. If I was adamant, I would have done so much more damage. I'm gonna switch right into my Fortress. I still definitely have use for Terrakion later in this battle, especially if I'm able to get my Shellac Berry and I get rid of his Cresselia. So Draco thankfully doesn't do too much damage. I remember last gen, in 5th gen, Terrakion was easily one of the top 5 best Pokemon in OU, and now it's kind of fallen from grace. So I definitely feel that he's Scarfed. I kind of want to set up my rocks. At the same time, I just want to go for a safe Volt Switch. Because the only reason he would bring in a Hydreigon is because he was definitely Scarfed. There was no reason for him to risk his Hydreigon, which is a problem to my team. Alright, man. We get it. Please, make a move. That's all I ask of you right now. Just please make a move. I don't want to be rude and put the timer on, but thankfully he switches out, as I can just Volt Switch. See, actually, I feel that I can just win with Suicune right here. Yeah, I feel like I can win with Suicune. Although I want to see how much damage Mance does to this Tentacruel. Okay, Salamance's Jolly. It's not Scarfed, obviously, but I don't think Lumberry is an option here. Oh, it is. Okay. So here we go. Earthquake would do 88 to 105, even if he's physically defensive. So I may just bring in Salamence, to be honest, just to kind of get a quick kill on him. Although, crap, what did I... Well, no, yeah, I forgot. Black Sludge. Okay, that was a bit of a dumb play on my part. The reason why I want to weaken this first is so I'm not forced to rest up so early with my Suicune, because I really don't want to rely on Sleep Talk. If I'm able to get rid of Tentacruel, that just makes sweeping with Suicune a whole lot easier for me. So actually what I could do is set up a Dragon Dance, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up a Dragon Dance first. And then just go from there. Actually, I think after a Dragon Dance, Mance actually sweeps. So yeah, I think I'm still in a good situation as long as he doesn't have the Ice Beam, which I don't know how much Ice Beam actually does. Ice Beam does 75 to 93, so either way I will be able to live this. As he actually brings in the Hydreigon, predicting me to Earthquake. This is actually not a bad play on his part because now I'm going to be forced to Outrage. And I'm not in a situation where I can predict him to switch directly into Cobalion, so I'm going to be forced to switch out back into my Fortress. Yeah, because if I do go for Outrage as he brings in Cobalion, he still has this Hydreigon roaming the field, which is very, very bad for me. Even though I do outspeed him, it's in my best nature to switch just back into Fortress. Because even if he brings in the Cobalion, I can just Volt Switch out on it, and of course we saw that I can easily take a Draco Meteor because I'm especially defensive. And then I will be able to just Volt Switch again. So he did make the switch into Cobalion. I didn't want an Earthquake. I was really not in a situation where I could have done that. And I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Volt Switch. This probably looks to be like his solo crap. Uh-oh, this just got real. Oh, man, me losing Manshao so early really cost me. Okay. If he has Stone Edge, I lose. And knowing my luck, I'm not going to win the speed tie with Terrakion. This is not good. I was not expecting him to be Swords Dance. Stone Edge probably knocks me out. Yeah, oh crap. This is not good, this is not good. Close Combat still does so much damage to my Suicune as well, but if I can weaken it, that'll make it a little bit easier to take on. But as I mentioned, Suicune is my win condition. I have to bring in Suicune. I was not, from the looks of his team, this does not look to be Swords Dance Cobalion. So I'm going to be forced to go straight for the Scald. After Close Combat, Scald should still do a solid chunk of damage to him. Yeah, around 50%. And even then if I can... Oh, crap. Burn, please. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, I can still... Okay, good. I can still live the hit. As long as he doesn't crit me, I'm good. We are good. And I don't have to worry about him going for some random move that'll OHKO me. What? He's life orbed. This is not good. The burn there would have really helped me. He is at -1, however. Do I save Fortress or do I sack Terrakion? I think I have to bring in Fortress here. This is not good for me at all. I'm not in a good situation right now. Rocks, I don't think are going to be too useful to me right here. Actually, they may be. They just may be. So on the options that I live, I'm going to go ahead and get up Stealth Rocks. I highly doubt it though, because he's at +4, but he switches out. Okay. Well, Cobalion can't live Outrage at +1. And yeah, Salamence is back to being my win condition. He's probably just gonna Dark Pulse, I would say. So I think what I'm gonna do is Volt Switch. Because if he Fire Blasts, that's his absolute worst play to do. But he actually ends up going for the U-turn, expecting me to switch out. Honestly, I had no reason to switch out in this scenario. So let's see what he wants to bring in. Let's see. He brings in the Tentacruel. Thank you. Because now I can bring back in Salamence, set up a Dragon Dance, and I think that's game. Yes, this was a bad misplay on his part, for sure. As long as he doesn't Sludge Bomb and poison me, I should be fine. I definitely have no reason to not Dragon Dance here. As he just goes for the safe Rapid Spin. I'm just going to go for the safe Earthquake. There's no reason for me to go straight out for Outrage, as I get a +1 with my Moxie. Now I'm at +1 speed, +2 attack. And I highly doubt that Cresselia can... Well, no, actually, no. Cresselia is very, very fat. That's the problem. He brings in the Mega Arrow. I have to Outrage, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to. It's the only play I can do here. As I destroy that, Cobalion will get knocked out as long as... Actually, even if Cresselia has the Ice Beam, I can still live it. So because I am jolly, I outspeed this Hydreigon. Yep. Thankfully, I get a 3-turn Outrage, which is really good, actually. This really saves me. Salamence proving that it should probably not be in the UU tier. As he brings in the Cobalion, I outspeed this and knock it out because I'm at +3, I believe. Yeah, this was +1, +2, +3, +4. No, I was at +4. Now I'm at +5. Yeah, there's no chance that Cresselia's... Oh my lord. Lumberry, yes! GG, boys! Oh my lord, Salamence pulling it through! Oh my lord, I love... Oh, I'm definitely gonna abuse this more before it gets moved up, because... Yeah, there's no chance that Salamence should... Or there's no chance that it would stay in UU. Oh my lord, this was an intense battle, holy crap. But yeah, 2 solid good games in my opinion. And just Salamence, oh my lord. Moxie definitely coming through. I'm very happy I chose to go with a Moxie as opposed to Intimidate here. Because at +5, I destroyed Cresselia. And yeah, guys, this team performed a lot better than I expected. I believe the weakest link is Fortress, but it still provides its roles, where it's my Stealth Rocker, my Rapid Spinner, as well as my Momentum Gainer with Volt Switch. Losing Manchow early in the second battle really cost me. And then my game plan in the first battle, as I said, was once I get rid of Doublade, I can set up a Dragon Dance and sweep with Salamence. But yeah, guys, abuse this. Use this before it leaves this tier. Because, as you saw, it is quite the powerhouse. I was upset, though, that Terrakion didn't put in too much work, but it did weaken Cresselia like a 1 and a 2, so Mence could have a chance to win. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the battle, and if you did... hopefully, I'm so excited and I'm just kind of flustered because the first episode of this went a lot better than I had expected. So of course, LumioseStation, if you did enjoy, make sure to show off your support by leaving a like on this video. Comment down below on which tier you would like me to do next. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. I will see you next Thursday. Feel free to come check out my channel. Later, everybody.